everyone, welcome. My name is Summalea Day and I'm going to be your yoga teacher for today's practice where we're focusing on our lower body. So we're going to come into some really deep stretches. So if you're someone that likes to use some props, please bring your yoga blocks along, pillows, blankets, anything to just assist you in today's practice because we are going to be hanging out in each stretch slightly longer than we're usually used to. Now, if you're someone that doesn't really like silence when you're stretching, please pop on some gentle, soft music to make you feel really nice as well in your flow. So we're going to start at the back of our mat in a child's pose. And just take the time here to arrive. You might like your knees to be quite wide, you might want to bring them a little bit closer together, but I just want you to be comfortable here. So I'm going to come into a wide-legged child's pose. I love this for my lower back. So as you arrive into your child's pose, just really surfing your edge, settling down here, maybe wiggling your hips a little bit, bringing some movement into your child's pose. And just allow your arms to soften, your heart, your forehead melts a little closer to your mat. Your hips fall back to your heels. And just gently close down your eyes. Begin to feel into your body, feel into your breath. Not changing anything here, just being completely aware of how you are in this moment. Just bringing your awareness back to your breath and trying not to let your mind take control of today's practice. When you see your thoughts running away, just remind yourself to come back to an inhale. Five more full breaths in your child's pose, and just notice if you can relax a little bit more into your hips. Can you let go through your glutes, your lower back, soften through your shoulders, your jaw, allowing each exhale today to make you feel a little lighter in yourself. Moving really slowly, spread through your fingers, plant your hands on your mat, just pulling yourself forward into your tabletop. Moving just through some cats and cows in your own time. Moving with your breath, inhale to drop your belly. Exhale to roll through your spine. You can keep your eyes closed if that feels good, just keeping that awareness inwards. Lovely, and just coming to your tabletop position, starting on our right hand side, you're going to bring your right foot to the outside edge of the mat and just sink through your hips, maybe shuffle your left knee a little further away from you, moving into our lizard. Now, you might feel quite nice just floating on your hands. You might want to bring a pillow or block underneath your elbows, just lifting the floor closer to you. Or you may be quite open here and come all the way down onto your elbows. Now as you arrive, I want you to soften your chin to your chest, sink through your hips, relax through your shoulders. Maybe your right knee flares out a little bit. Today's practice is all about how it feels, not how it looks like. So just closing off your eyes and welcoming that beautiful stretch into your hip flexor, your hips. And coming back to your breath. Exhaling here, coming up to your hands. And I just want you to bring your right foot over to the left-hand side of your mat, any way that feels good. Your right knee finds your mat. Coming into your pigeon, you may need to move your block or pillow underneath your right bottom, making sure your hips are square, no sharp pain in the front of your knee. And when you're here and you're comfortable, begin to melt over the top of your leg, arriving into this sleeping pigeon. Soften through your shoulders, your head, and really trying to relax through your bottom and your belly. Try not to be active here. Making sure your left hip is coming down to the mat, not pulling away from you here. Once you have found this beautiful deep stretch, just guide yourself back to your breath. Can you breathe to your belly, feeling each inhale and every exhale here? You may feel some strange sensations in your feet, your legs here, maybe some pins and needles, and that's normal here. Just feeling into them, don't get caught up in the sensation. Taking a deep breath in on your exhale, just lifting your chest, your hands come underneath your shoulders, and you're just going to roll to the right hand side. Left leg's extended, your right leg will come into your inner thigh. Inhale to sweep your hands up. Exhale, fold. So one-legged forward fold. You can relax through your toes, your feet. And just feeling into this stretch. Does this work the back of your left leg, or do you feel it more in your side body and lower back? All this is normal. Just depending on where we hold our tension and tightness. Closing down your eyes. Relax through your body. Two more deep breaths here. Breathe into where you feel that tension. For me, it's definitely behind my left knee, into my hamstring. So I'm breathing into that space. And on your exhale, gently walking your hands back to your hips, and as gracefully as you can, rolling back over onto your tabletop position, and just move through some cats and cows. When you're ready, coming back to your tabletop, moving to the left-hand side, your left foot steps nice and wide on your mat, and just shift your right knee back, open through your chest, moving into your lizard. So remember, each side can be completely different. You might need a prop this time, you might be a little bit more open here. So just noticing where you need to go. Taking a moment to come into this pose. And then as you arrive, begin to let go. Chin comes to your chest, softness through your shoulders. Maybe your left knee flares out a little bit. And imagine your hips sinking to the mat. Big, long, beautiful breaths here. Every exhale, Just taking away any stress, anxiety, any tension from the week, just letting go. Five more deep breaths here. Falling into this space you've created. And just taking your time to come up to your hands, lifting your chest, your heart, and then walking your left foot over to the right hand side of your mat. Left knee finds the floor. And just making sure your hips are nice and square. Remember, you can use your block, your props underneath that left hip, and then slowly melting down to the mat. It might feel quite nice to place your head on a pillow here or a block as well. Remembering it's all about what it feels like for you, not about what it looks like. Encouraging that right hip to fall a little closer to your mat. And enjoying that deep stretch through your glutes. Trying to let go here, don't be switched on. Soften through your belly. Let go of any tension in between your eyebrows and jaw. Heart is soft. Once again, if you feel some sensations running through that left foot, maybe up your ankle and calf, just noticing them. Don't attach yourself to them. Taking a deep breath in. Gently your gaze will lift. Walking your hands underneath your shoulders. Take your time and just roll yourself to the left hand side. Extending through your right leg, your left foot comes to your inner thigh here. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, fold. Arrive and begin to relax. Maybe your forehead comes down to your shin, the floor, or if you're feeling quite open. Otherwise, you might come to your block here, maybe pop a pillow on your thigh, rest your head upon the pillow. Feeling that length through the right side leg, wrap up your side body all the way along your lower back. Three more deep breaths here. exhale here, inhale, lift your gaze, walk your hands to your hips and just bringing your legs nice and long together, roll through your ankles and toes. You might hear some cracks and creaks, and that's normal here. Taking a deep breath in, sweep your hands up, exhale, fold. And just allow your arms to relax, whether they're down here, out nice and long, maybe resting on your legs. You can bring your block to your forehead if that feels good, so you can relax like so. And we're just going to stay here for 10 deep breaths. Relax through your feet. Welcome your forehead down to your thighs, your knees. Allow your upper body to arch. Feel that stretch run through your upper back. So being a little bit floppy here. Five more breaths. Taking a deep inhale to your belly, gently lift your gaze, lift your heart. Exhale, we'll slide your hands back to your hips. Move nice and slow, bringing your feet down to the mat. Just window wipe your knees from side to side, just for a little bit. And then bringing your bottom to your heels, laying on your back nice and slowly. Your block, your pillow's handy here. And I just want you to extend through your legs. Hands come behind your knees. Relax through your shoulders. Just allowing our blood to flow in the opposite direction. It's a beautiful inversion. Allowing your heart to feel very light and happy here. Relaxing from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Gently releasing your hands, bend your knees to your chest, and you can just open your knees wide here. Feeling into your hips, your inner thighs, and that might be nice enough for you. Otherwise, if you'd like to come deeper, moving into your happy baby, holding the outside or the inside edge of your feet. Now you can stay here in stillness and just enjoy this feeling of being really open. Otherwise, just gently moving from side to side, a gentle rock, a sway. I really enjoy moving in my happy baby. It really does soothe my soul. It feels so good to gently rock from side to side. So just listening to your body here. Taking a few more deep breaths, and just when you're ready, releasing your feet down to your mat. You've got the option to end today's practice in a supported bridge. So if you have a block or something to lift your hips, I would recommend this pose. So just bringing it underneath your sacrum, and as you arrive here, you can just widen your stance, maybe bring your arms by your side or over your head, just making sure that block's in a really comfortable position, so not your lower back, not your tailbone, it's sort of where your underline sits. If you don't have anything to prop your hips up, just bring the soles of your feet together opening wide into a reclined butterfly. And the same thing here, just finding where you would like your arms to be placed. Whether it's above you, opening a little bit into your shoulders, whether your hands are resting on your belly, feeling each breath. So just coming into what feels right for you. And each time you do this practice, this final pose may change. Taking 3 more deep breaths here and just letting go of anything else that's remaining. Guiding your awareness back to your breath. Just soaking up the feeling of being completely relaxed here. And as slowly as you can move, gently coming out of your butterfly or your supported bridge. And it might feel quite nice just to drop your knees to one side and then the other, coming into a really subtle twist. So just doing this a few times. And then hugging your knees into your heart center, giving yourself a big cuddle here, thanking yourself for this movement, and either rolling to one side and lifting yourself up to a seated position, or rocking and rolling all the way up. And you can sit on your block if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, just coming to your sit bones and just roll through your shoulders here. We haven't done much opening or any opening into our upper body, but let's just roll them out. And then bringing your right ear to your right shoulder. And allow your left arm to just place on the ground, just adding on this neck stretch. Left hand comes back to your knee, your chin falls to your chest. Feel that length through the back of your body. Left ear comes to left shoulder, right arm reaches out. Big breath here. Right hand comes back to your knee. Drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, chin comes to the ceiling. Exhale, coming to center. Finishing with a big deep breath in. Exhale, pull your hands down to your chest, taking a moment here to just gently close your eyes and repeating to yourself out loud or mentally to yourself, I have a peaceful mind, a loving heart, a healthy body, and a joyful soul. A little bow, giving yourself a clap or a cuddle, taking as much time as you need here. And as always, it was a pleasure moving with you on your mat. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with others. I'll see you next time. Bye now.